Hello everyone, thank you for joining me for today's plan with me. It is so good to be back to do a few kind of final spreads of the year, but I'm feeling very self-conscious. This is the third time I've tried to start this recording. I feel very bizarrely self-conscious of my voice and my breathing, and it's the sort of natural flow of recording and editing and then doing the voiceover is kind of gone. I feel like I've lost a skill. But nonetheless, here I am, and here is this spread. I have filmed a couple of spreads in December as well. This is the only November spread I've filmed, I believe, unless one of them is the last week of November, but I don't think I did. I'm pretty sure it was the first week of December that I have filmed, so I'm trying to check in as I'm looking at my planner right now, but I can't get to the right page. But yeah, I'm trying to film all of the December spreads. I'm 2.5 spreads into December, and I really want to record them all just to kind of round out 2024 if I can. I'm not putting any pressure on myself to do it in any kind of schedule or anything like that. I'm just, as and when I have little pockets of time and energy that are available, I will put them into planning and recording voiceovers. For this week, I'm using a kit from Meow. I don't remember what it's called off the top of my head, and I don't think I have the kind of leftover pieces of the kit anymore, so I won't have that information available, but I'm pretty sure it was one of the ones that was in her last chance section anyway, so it wouldn't be one that's still available in her shop. I have said on Instagram, but I don't think I've said here, I won't be doing decorative planning in 2024. My husband and I made the sort of commitment that we really want to put everything into travelling for next year. There are places he really wants to tick off his list. There are places that I really want to tick off my list. And this is no doubt one of the most expensive hobbies anyone could ever have. I mean, it's ludicrously expensive. It brings me so much joy and happiness and peace, but ultimately I'm happy to set it aside for a year and come back to it refreshed, hopefully in 2025. I still have my Hobonichi that I will sort of use my icon stickers in. I do really enjoy using that more as a kind of memory keeping thing, so that at least I have something to look back on, and it's time to kind of for me to sit down and again just really enjoy reliving memories and to have them written down somewhere. So I will be keeping that, and I'm going to desperately miss decorative planning for a year, but it is the decision that we have made together. I have said if I decide in sort of middle of the year that I'm feeling massive withdrawals, then I might have to try and squeeze it back in somehow, but certainly for now, the decision from us discussing our kind of year ahead, we want to be able to put as much as we can into travel, and we've got some really fun things lined up as well, and it'll be nice to kind of recap the end of 2024, I'm sure, not to wish life away. I really want to enjoy this year, and I think it's going to be a very special year. I'm turning 30 this year. I'm really excited for this next chapter. I feel like I've always felt more mature than my age. I've never really felt sort of young at heart or anything like that. So I don't feel any type of negative way about going into my 30s. I'm really looking forward to turning 30 and to kind of embrace the maturity that goes along with that age. So yeah, it's going to be a big year for me and for us, and some of the things that we want to do. I think as well, having really struggled with long COVID, in the first voiceover I did, I think I went into a bit too much boring detail on the symptoms of long COVID, but it has been a struggle, and my energy levels have been drastically reduced from sort of if pre-COVID I was sitting at a 90% energy level being my baseline, and sometimes having that little spurt more, or sometimes having some really tired days, I dropped down to maybe a 20% would be my baseline, 20% energy level every day. It's just been horrendous, and it's impacted every single part of my life, and you know, I still struggle with symptoms, but I'm learning to manage them, and I'm kind of getting a grip on everything and learning where I need to be careful and where to be kind of cautious with my time and my energy. And it's been a process, but I feel a lot more confident about it now and how to manage it now. And again, going into this year, I just think the things we've got planned, I'm much more capable now of being able to do what I need to do before we go away. And I know that it's going to take me a few weeks to recover when we get back. So I know I need to not be working for a few days after we get back and kind of ease back into routine and all those sorts of things. But anyway, sorry to completely bore you with long COVID stuff. I am really looking forward to the year ahead. In terms of plans, there's not going to be anything crazy in my plans. I do have some more fun plans in my December spreads, because of course it's naturally a time of year where you're kind of making more of an effort to see friends and go and actually do stuff. But in this week that I'm planning now, I did actually go to the garden centre with my mum and grandma, and I've got a newfound love for garden centres, and I don't know whether that is something that comes with age, but I've really been enjoying them, just going to have a coffee and look at the plants and look at the decorations, and you know, they always have things like board games and things there. I mean, it's a great time. And in a lot of my free time, I've been really intensely planning our holiday to Walt Disney World. So that you'll see that a lot sprinkled through my spreads, just Disney planning. I'll talk more about that in another spread, because I am unbelievably excited about that holiday, and I do put a lot of time and energy into planning those trips. So this is what the spread looks like as a whole. Sorry, I feel like that went in a heartbeat, and I have included some really cute photos and videos of Wendy, and this is her best friend, and they got a new puppy as well. So this is his new brother. This is Wendy on Christmas Day, looking flippin' adorable. And then this is me, my husband, and Wendy in front of our little tree. We're going to get a proper tree next year, but that did it for this year. But yeah, that was everything from this week. I really hope you enjoyed this plan with me, and I really look forward to sharing the next few just to kind of round out my 2023 decorative planning. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one.